All right, ladies and gentlemen, is the best poser in the building. You know, Takuma. How you doing? How you feeling, kid?
Yo, I'm doing absolutely amazing. Doing really good. This was my last competition, sadly. Marine Corps has plans for me.
Yes.
So I put a lot into this, and about 5-6 months almost I put into making my routine to showcase to everyone, right? I mean, things didn't go exactly the way I wanted to go on stage, but I made it work. And I actually put together a video for all you guys that you'll see at the end of the video, at the end of the interview. So stay tuned for that for sure.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool.
Ooh, man, I can't wait to the end of this interview there to watch that video. But thank you very much. But how was this competition in general? Everything from the previous shows you've done, and then postponing and everything. How was this for you?
So it was a bit frustrating, right? Because originally I communicated that I wanted to compete in March, right? March 25th, I believe, was the first show. And then things happened. Then I was like, I want to do April 1st. And then things happened again. And then it's like, okay, well, I guess I'll do April 23rd. And I thought April 23rd was going to be a for-sure thing in Arizona.
Yeah.
And I locked in for that. And I was like, yeah, I'm getting ready. Like, I start peak week next week. And then the show gets canceled because of the lack of participation, right? And then I'm like, okay, the next show that I can do, because I have leave planned and everything to see my family before I leave, like California, everything was April 29th, which was in Virginia, right? And I was like, man, that's across the country. And I was like, now I gotta think about flights. What is it? Like, where am I gonna stay? And all this other stuff, and I have to postpone my prep, or I have to extend my prep for even longer. I'm just like, hey, like, what do I want, right? And then I was like, this is my last competition. I'm already been so deep, I might as well do it. And huge shout out to like everyone on the team that made it so much easier for me. Like you sent me like what flights to get. It was already there set. I just had to buy them. And then all the logistics, like Christina with the food, and everyone who came out and flew out and took care of us. I was all like really, it made everything so much easier, and just like the support was really appreciated. So thank you to everyone who came out and helped. But that made things a lot easier on my conscience as well, like just like the whole mental game, right? And it was a lot different from the first competition because that was in California, like 45 minutes away, hour away, right? And it was easier, right? The first one was easier, but going into the second one, oh my God, the prep house, like 80 something degrees, everyone's layered up, sweating on the brink of death. Dustin, oh my God, yo, if I didn't have Dustin by my side, oh my, like that would have been, like, he was probably the worst. He was going through it the worst. Like I remember we were in the bunk bed, and I was in the bottom bunk, and he was on top, and he was like, hey, Takuma. I was like, yeah, what's up, man? He was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. And I was like, yeah, when you're like so out of it, you're just like, you don't even believe the own words you say. I was like, nah, you're good, man. Like I didn't even believe myself. I didn't think I was gonna pull through, but I was like, nah, you got it, bro. You got it. Because, we can't both be suffering, right? Like, it's like, he can't know that I'm suffering too.
Yeah.
But the whole experience, man, like I pushed myself beyond limits that I didn't even know I had, past the breaking point. And it was just, it was an experience. Yeah. But I loved every moment of it. And then like after the show, when we were all talking, it was really nice.
Yes, that is beautiful, man. I mean, it was rewarding. I mean, as everyone can see, right there to your right?
Oh,
there you go.
Right here. Oh.
To your left. There you go.
This.
Shit up, lift it up a little bit. There you go. Best poser award. Yep.
2 for 2.
Yeah.
2 for 2.
Back to back. Ladies and gentlemen, but no, everything paid off. That is beautiful, right? And the package you brought on stage this time around, it was like worlds apart, different from the last one, right? So if you can just even let us know, like, what is one different, significant different, process, or something different you notice about this prep compared to the last one.
So it was the macros were different. So I know coach really, he went all in on the meal plans and everything, and taking care of each and every single one of the athletes on the team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like he was looking at the body changes, the in bodies, which we didn't do too much when on my first prep. I think it's because we didn't have access to them yet.
Yeah.
And we changed it from like one whole sweet potato to like we started doing ounces and stuff like that more. And then what I was eating and how much I was eating, it was different. And my peak week was also a lot. I think that was like one of the biggest things. Like, is my first one, like I was chilling in those baths. You know what I mean? It wasn't like get in, get out, layer up. Okay, I stopped sweating, get back in. You know, it was just like, all right, I did my 2 a day, and then, you know, so I like really was able to lock in, and the training was a lot more intense for me, you know, now that I had like some sort of rhythm for it. So that was all really good too.
Yes, that is nice. And then, you know, the mental aspect of it, because we all can see you like mentally grown from the person you were, even from the last interview to this very moment. Can you share, you know, with us part of that growth?
So I think part of that growth was listening to what the other family members had to say, and I was like, you know, I gotta self-reflect too. And I was looking back at my journal entries and stuff, like the first one, self-image, stuff like that, and I realized how my self-image has changed, right? Like when you rewrite it, every time it's like a little bit different than the last time. So I was like, you know, it's crazy. Like when I was like reading back to the first one that I wrote, I was like, wow, this is like what, 8 months ago now, something like that. And I was like, wow, it's like 2 completely different people, you know, like in a good way, you know. And as I continue to outgrow myself, it's like it's been a journey, right? Mentally, physically, spiritually, everything. And the people that I'm surrounded with, they all make it easier too.
Yes, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And then, you know, we know, like you say earlier in the interview, the Marine Corps has plans for you, you know, and after that, you know, hope to see you back in the bodybuilding.
I can't, it's so weird. It's like when I'm in prep, I'm just like, yo, I don't want to do this anymore, you know? And then once I'm done with the show, I'm just like, damn, I don't want to do it again. You know, it's like, where can I get to now? You know?
Yes.
Because growth is uncomfortable, you know? That's how you know you're doing it though, you know? If you're comfortable the whole time, it's like you're doing something wrong. Like you're not challenging yourself at all, right? So if it's uncomfortable, more uncomfortable than the last time, then you know you're doing something right. You know, so it's like, I kind of want to do it again because I want to see how far I can go. I want to plateau. You know, I'm still young, so it's like I have so much room, so much areas to explore and just grow in general. So it's like,
that is true, man. That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. And then lastly, any words of advice you have to, you know, your fans out there listening to this, what would that be?
So my advice is, if you are truly passionate about something, you truly love something, you know, you're gonna make time for it. You're gonna put the work and effort towards that, right? Whatever it is that your goal is, person, relationship, doesn't matter. You're gonna put positive energy towards it to make it work, whatever aspect, right? And that goes for your craft as well, right? So no one ever sees behind the scenes, right? They only see the results. They're only gonna see behind the scenes if you document it, right? And like you take videos, pictures, whatever it is. And those are good to look back on, right? It's like, okay, this is where I came from. And, you know, you kind of like study yourself, like, okay, this is where I can improve on. But you can't remain stuck in the past. You know, like you can't, like those are in the past for a reason, right? So it's like, okay, I took these pictures, I took these videos, and what am I gonna do about it? You know, what are my next moves? So just keep your head up. For sure, it doesn't matter, like, you know, what's going on around you. You have to make adjustments. You have to adapt, you know, to whatever's going on around you, and just keep pushing forward in a way that's promoting your own growth, right? You only have to outgrow yourself. Like, don't worry about anyone else. Like, just yourself, you know? Like, I don't care what he's doing. Like, what am I doing? You know?
No, that is beautiful. You only got, like you said, I mean, we said in the group chat and everything, right? The only person you're in competition with is yourself.
We did.
So that is beautiful, man. Wow. Thank you very much. You know, man, we're gonna miss you. You know,
I miss you guys too. Yeah,
you're going on your adventure. But you know, we're here, and when you're back, you know, pick up like you never left.
Oh, I got what, 3 years to
man.
improve. You know what I'm saying? I got 3 years to improve.
Yes,
that's all I can say. And
yes.
who knows? I might fly back out here. You know, competition here and there.
Hey,
maybe, right?
You know,
you never know.
And there's possibilities.
Yeah, right? It's a possibility. You might see me again sooner than you think. Yeah.
And you know, IMDA is global, so
it is. It is.
We might come to you. All right,
like,
thank you.
Real family.
I know, right? All right, thank you very much for this, King.
We were just two lovers, feet up on the dash, driving nowhere fast, burning through the summer. Radio on blast, make the moment last. She got solar power, minutes feel like hours. She knew she was the baddest. Can you even imagine falling like I did? For the love of my life, she's got glow on her face, a glorious look in her eyes. My angel of light. I was all alone with the love of my life. She's got glitter for skin, my radiant beam in the night. I don't